Meteorologist Brian Carrick with his forecast updates at weatherbug.com as we talk about more severe storms today in the Heartland. Flooding rainfall across parts of the south and southeast, especially Monday into Tuesday. We've had several weekends of rain in this area, and so now we're going to throw a little bit more rain on some saturated ground and high river levels. Temperatures, they're on a roller coaster. Let me give you a quick example. Denver yesterday, 70s, today 30s, and snow. And yes, the foothills could pick up between 4 and 8 inches of snow, the upper elevations over a foot. And look at that, snow spreading into Kansas, Nebraska, and eventually Iowa. Storm system helping to pull up warm, moist air, deepening here, pulling the cold, dry air into it. And we are going to develop severe storms here across the central U.S., Illinois, Missouri, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Texas, and Louisiana. There is a concern for some tornadoes today in Oklahoma, closer to the center of our upper level low. On the backside of the system, look at the snow from North Texas all the way up to the Great Lakes. A sliver of some snow. Even Sioux City could end up with a few inches of snow here before all is said and done. Meanwhile, across the west, big ridge of high pressure in place. It's going to warm temperatures up today in places like Seattle and Portland. Severe storms on Monday across the Gulf Coast states. Large hail, damaging wind, and some very heavy rain. And then by Tuesday, the severe threat shifting toward the Mid-Atlantic region with rain spreading up across the Northeast. Cold here across the Heartland. Talked about flooding rainfall. Areas that have been hit hard several weekends in a row, and look at that, another 1 to 2, maybe 3 inches, especially into parts of Mississippi and Alabama, and then up across the Great Lakes and parts of the Central Plains, expecting a few inches of rain as well. Temperature-wise, yellows and oranges indicating the warm air ahead of our system, but look at the cold pocket of air here in blue. Continues to drop south and shift off toward the east, allowing for the severe storms into the Mid-Atlantic by Tuesday, warming up across the western U.S., and we're going to keep the cold air in place here across the Great Lakes and central U.S. through the middle of the week, possibly even the end of the week, before we finally start to see some moderation in temperature by late in the week and into next weekend. By the way, here's a look at your forecast from coast to coast.